There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the Mud Zone.
Spooky.
Wanna get high? Wanna get high?
Wanna get high? Wanna get high?
Was that a party or?
Ho, ho, ho.
The world is flat. I'm here to ring the alarm with my puppet like charm, straight from the barn. I'm talking about Flat Earth Farms, cause most don't know. They think we live on a globe, a ball that floats. So listen and take notes, and take it to a higher plane. Immerse yourself in all it contains, in all its glory and flair. Flat Earth Farms can take you there. Open your mind outside the box. No more staring at NASA's Photoshop. No more moon landings, no line to ya. No more people standing backwards in Australia. Just facts and pure truth, planning straight to the roots. Flat Earth Farms help you understand.
The world of science cares about you. Eureka! We found it. With the tools of science, we have invented, yes, hand sanitizer. But not just any hand sanitizer. This hand sanitizer was developed and approved by the Dark One himself. Here are a few of the things our product can bring you.
There's only one place you can rely on for award-winning journalism. Hidden treasures, binge-worthy dramas, and everything in between. When it matters to
Molly.
Billy Yosh.
I think we're live. Fido! How we doing? Got here. Forever Love. Morgan. All right. Enough. I've heard enough about the machine guns, Morgan. I've heard enough about it. It's been like 4 days now. We get it. What's up? Forever Love. Oh, fuck. Andrew. Super Sidewinder.
Yes.
Who else do we got?
What?
Michael Joshua Lewis.
Come out to play.
There he is. I don't know. Did I miss anybody? Drew Duncan? Scott. Oh, Scott.
Drew Duncan.
Scott's here.
Jenny T.I. Murphy.
Tom Budis. Did I miss anybody else? I hate missing people.
Jonathan.
And goodbyes are the hardest thing to do, so I don't say goodbye.
We love you all because
Jonathan Kampala. Whatever.
Help us
All right.
become stronger humans.
So how today's been rough on all of us.
This winter is just like drag, this is a long, dark winter.
Yeah, but I had a rough day. Jenny got her Mudfoot shirt on, but she had a rough day too. Singeman had a kind of a rough day, right? No, you actually had a good day today. You were happy.
Every day's rough, so today's pretty good, yeah.
But
today's pretty great.
we're here. We're still here. It's like, well, it's
actually
there's
tomorrow. No power.
It's tomorrow now, so we're not here.
There's no heating.
It's tomorrow. So yesterday was a rough day. Maybe today will be better. But we did good on Martin's channel. If you guys didn't see that show today, Flat Earthers Got Talent on Martin leaked his Celtic Tartarian channel. He started this new stream called Flat Earthers Got Talent.
Celtic.
I'm
kidding.
I don't know. We say Celtic.
I'm
Boston
the
Celtics.
The
The Celtics.
Celtics.
No, it's actually pronounced Celtic, but
It's
you
the
know.
it's
I'm from Boston.
Americans pronounce
Fido.
No, you're right, dude. No, you're right.
Should we tell them the truth? Should
Fido.
we tell them the truth about Fido? Should we tell
He's
them the
being
truth?
kind of loud right now.
Should we break
No,
it to them about Fido?
Yeah, but let me tell you that everybody does pronounce the basketball team Celtics, but the actual
it's the Celts.
Yeah.
The Celts.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't call them the Celts. We don't say, "Hey, I'm going to the Celts. I'm going to the Boston Celts game."
It's accepted.
Fido.
It's
okay.
accepted. I don't know
so,
why.
So Fido,
your dog is beautiful.
my dog.
I loved him when he used to like come up to me and beg for treats. But I used to give him the little duck treats.
Yeah.
And then I think he ate too much one day. Maybe I don't think
ate.
I hope I didn't kill him. But.
I hope you didn't kill him. But after he ate those duck treats, right? He started acting a little funny. He killed over.
They were not FDA. Oops. Can't even go there,
then,
huh? It's crazy. You can't even go to that corner.
I was so brokenhearted. I was so brokenhearted about Fido dying. I couldn't give him up. So we sent him to the agency's taxidermy department, and they stuffed him. And that right there is my dog stuffed, Fido. That's why he doesn't move. He doesn't move because we taxidermied him. And it was actually the science guy that did it. This guy.
But when I used to call him, like, he would just sit there and stare at me just like that. So it's pretty much the same.
I mean, I couldn't give him up. I couldn't. You know, it was my baby, and he passed away, and I got him stuffed. Does that make me a bad person?
No, that makes you a good dog owner.
I loved my dog. His name's Fido. His name's Fido. He's still here. I can't let him go. I can't let the dog go.
No, what it does, it makes you a good dog owner. You actually own this dog. Now, before it was a live being. You can't own a live being, right? So now you actually own the dog.
I'm not letting him go yet. I'm trying to. I'm trying to come up. I'm trying to come up with. I'm trying to get the guts up. In my stomach to do something about him. But for now, he's just gonna sit there and watch and stare at me on the couch because I can't give him up. I love him. I love him too much. Fido and Cinchman. Why did you have to give him those duck treats, man? Like I'm not blaming you. I'm
not sure if it was duck treats.
I mean, you're a fucking asshole, but I'm not blaming you. But you killed my fucking dog, dude. Like seriously,
I'm not sure
you killed Fido.
I'm not sure it was the duck
Fido
treats, because they were approved by the network of internet and things. So I thought it was okay. Oh, they were approved by the Fido Distribution Association. There, the Fido Distribution Association. There.
Do you know how long it took me to get a dog named Fido? Like, I was looking for a dog named Fido for like 13 years. I liked the name Fido, and I wanted a dog name. I didn't want to get a dog and name him Fido. I wanted to rescue a dog that was already named Fido. And you know how long it took me to find a dog that already knew his name was Fido? And then on top of that, now he can't even move. He's just frozen. Oh, well. Well, anyways, so Singeman found this really wacky, crazy, wild story today in his travels.
It might be written by artificial intelligence.
It's pretty
which
crazy.
Is also smarter than the average.
Hey, you tell them about it a little bit, and I got to run to the bathroom. El Baño.
Tell them about. Okay, so when Ray runs to the bathroom, tell them about the other thing. Okay, so what we got is an elementary school students proving to NASA that EpiPens become toxic and poisonous in space. Okay, so that's the setup, right? So then you look further in, and there was this contest thing, and this one group of elementary school chosen for this certain project to work on discovered that basically what I've discovered from it is that it'd be like, okay, kids, we're gonna do this project, right? And they already had the results set. Okay, so they take the EpiPens to space, and the cosmic rays, not my words, the cosmic rays affected 13% of the EpiPens and made them turn into a poisonous, transformed, the word, yes, that's the word they use, transformed the liquid inside to another liquid that's a poisonous liquid. 13% of the EpiPens.
13%.
So basically, what they did, you know,
So
they
we're-
went.
so we're in the
They
third
went to their.
percentile.
They went across the street, took 13 of the pens, put different liquid in it, and came back across the street and went, oh, or they waited a few days and then said, okay, we're back from space, and then look what happened. Oh my God!
Where's the
Okay,
story?
there.
Do you
Check it out.
have the link? Do you have the link for the story? Did you send it to me?
Oh shoot! I'll get it here. It won't take me long.
All right.
Un momento, por favor, mi amigos.
Okay. See.
Get moving. We gotta stay loose, you know? Let it cool. Let the coolness get into our vertebrae.
All right. Well, what do you think? You got it up yet?
Well, I got a link in chat. See if that one works.
You could have shared it too, you know.
Not right now. I'll just drop off.
All right. I got it. All right, here we go. All right. So this is what we're talking about here. You guys think we're crazy about the EpiPens in space? Yeah, okay. NASA didn't know Ottawa elementary students make breakthrough discovery with an EpiPen. We'll play the video, but not yet. Let me just read it a little bit. Oh, wait, it's just a video? There's nothing to read? All right, we'll play the video. Let's see how this goes.
What do we need to get done next for Cubes in Space?
Yeah, I can get you something to read if you want.
Science class, the sky is not the limit. It's the starting point.
Can you just put your computers in politeness mode for a moment?
These grade 4 to 6 students at St. Brother
Ray,
Augustine
can you put your
Elementary
computer in
School are in
politeness mode? Thank you.
All right, what I'm trying to say is
That's not politeness mode.
These kids schooled NASA on something. That's what they're trying to say. These kids taught NASA.
Oh yeah, they're all in politeness. One girl is really in politeness mode. Check her out on the. That's politeness mode, baby.
Program.
Send two different things, like a vial of it with water and then like a vial of it with like Demeron around it.
They're part of a NASA research initiative helping kids launch experiments in space. And these 9 to 11-year-olds are
a NASA research initiative launching kids.
That one little girl on the left is really in politeness mode. Did you notice that?
I'm not. Did you consent to this? Did anybody consent to them?
I'm currently in politeness mode, so yes.
They didn't ask me. I would not be. All right, whatever. Let's just move on.
are thinking way outside the box.
To find out that scientists that
they're thinking way outside the box.
Look at his name,
Antonio Lucifero. Oh wow, that's pretty crazy. But anyway, like Lucifer, right in his name. But but they're teaching these kids to think outside.
No, wait.
the box by training them.
You
to
got
think
his
within
name
the
right.
box.
You see? Did you read his name? I mean,
Antonio Lucifer. Yeah. Do you think it's real?
Yeah, I love reality.
Do you think it's real? I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's real. I don't think it's his real name. I mean,
yeah, I do. Look at that little evil. No,
I mean,
he's
a little,
a good kid. They're just.
I don't know.
They're all
They got all the scientists in the back.
I
and
love the
NASA
name,
bullshit.
Antonio.
Autographs. These people love.
Luciferio.
It's a NASA initiative to send little kids into space.
Wow,
To
I
get them
love the
thinking
name.
outside of the box, but they're really keeping them in the box. You know what I'm saying? They're making them think. They're making them think they're thinking outside the box. Let's see.
Excellent find. For years and years and years on this, haven't discovered something, and then us elementary school kids discover it. It's really cool.
The discovery began with a common medical tool found in schools across the country, the EpiPen, an injectable device that delivers a life-saving drug and reverses the effects of severe allergies.
Okay.
The students had a question. Would an EpiPen still work in space?
It was pretty cool because we think that NASA didn't.
Would an EpiPen still work in space? Well, if we ever went to outer space, we never. There's a little girl. There's a dome. You're trapped in a fishbowl in a dome. Okay, we can't go into outer space. There's no EpiPens going into outer space. No one's gone to outer space. No one's going into outer space, and no one's gone anywhere.
So yeah,
and Nixon
I'll find the article and you can read the article. Here, hold on a second.
Know about it?
They put samples in tiny cubes sent on board a NASA rocket and balloon. Once the cubes returned to Earth, their contents were brought here to the university.
Global news. And once they returned, so they sent these things into outer space and then they returned to Earth. And look at her face. I mean, you can just believe it.
Of Ottawa, where scientists made a remarkable discovery in the lab.
The first part of doing science is asking the right question, and
Do they have any video of these EpiPens going into outer space? Did they just take their word for it?
Asked a fantastic question.
The answer stunned career chemists. The active ingredient in EpiPens no longer.
They stuck the EpiPen in a vacuum chamber. That's what they did. That's what it looked. That was a vacuum chamber.
Oh,
so they
my.
They
should do that with spacesuits.
They put it in a vacuum chamber, dude.
Unlike spacesuits.
They do that with everything nowadays,
right?
Dude. Vacuum chambers.
No, they don't test spacesuits in a vacuum chamber.
Common law nowadays.
Well, why don't
everybody
there?
and their grandmother owns a vacuum chamber by now? Okay.
I mean,
in fact, it became poisonous.
There's an interaction.
My grandmother is a vacuum chamber.
When you leave the atmosphere.
We were just like kind of in the background, just smiling.
He's like, we were just kind of in the back row, kind of just smiling and like making
and he says,
jokes.
My last name really is Falconer.
Isaiah Falconer. Well, he just sits in the back and just closes his eyes and he just believes everything they tell him.
At each other and be like, yes.
Yeah.
Next, the students will travel to Virginia in June and present their findings.
The one with the mask is really keeping the rest of them safe. And this kid got space on his shirt.
Findings to NASA.
The students
have lost connection 3 times.
They're already anticipating.
It's really quite sad that they're doing this to the kids.
People going to the moon and then beyond and colonizing Mars.
They're also
Wow.
Wow.
Look how polite they are.
Well, the fact that people have been.
I wouldn't even do that to my dog.
In the first place is kind of fucked up if you think about it, because a kid is a baby goat.
I know.
Yeah, well, I call
they're
them
in
kids,
polite mode.
but I'm from Boston, and that's
I know, but that's just what everybody's been.
That's just how we talk. I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna change the way I talk. I don't give a fuck. I'm from Boston.
I'm in polite mode.
No, I'm not saying it's
a
your
lot.
fault.
I cuss, and
it's just the programming. That's all.
Yeah,
I'm in polite mode.
I'm done with the alphabet soup fucking word magic.
You know, my grandmother told me that when I was 9 years old.
Yeah. Whatever. I understand. Listen, I understand that space is fake. I understand that science is a bunch of bullshit, except for when it's, the scientific method. And I understand that history was a lie. And I understand that the English that they taught us, it doesn't mean what they really taught us. Okay. So nothing they taught us in school was correct. Everything they teach in school is fucking wrong. You believe it when you're there. And then 20, 30, 40 years down the line, you realize everything you were taught was a lie. If you went to school and you got a degree and you're making money with that degree, good for you. But if you went to school and you got a degree for no reason, and you just have a degree, and you learned a bunch of bullshit, well, you just wasted your time and money for a bullshit degree. You have a degree in bullshit. Congratulations. It doesn't make you any
He has
better
a
than
space shirt on in the back.
I digress.
Adults and all the molecules. High achievers.
He just happens to have a space
Curiosity
shirt
that
on.
knows no bounds. Taria Isri, Global News, Ottawa.
All right. Well, there you go. I feel bad for the kids. You know,
I do too, because children are they trust adults to
they believe it. You can tell the kids really believe it.
Now they think that they outsmarted
teach them the
adults.
right
and they're-
things,
they're-
and
they're-
dude,
right?
take care and
Dude, the
protect them and
little
stuff,
kids
and so
think
they
that they
trust what
sent.
adults say.
Right.
They're innocent.
So read the link I sent you. A couple, not just like the first.
Oh,
couple
you have it.
paragraphs.
You sent another link. Where in the?
Yeah, just a couple paragraphs. You'll see how it was set up, and you can see. Yeah,
yeah.
It's
Let's
like
do it.
had it pre-planned.
Yeah,
it wasn't like the kids say, "Hey, let's do this." It's like no. They gave the kids.
They
the
love
science project.
They love outer space, right?
Kids didn't think up the project themselves. They were given the project. Okay,
Elementary, yeah. So they wanted to get elementary schoolers involved in this NASA bullshit. Elementary schoolers prove EpiPens become toxic in space, something NASA never knew. Like NASA would admit that. Like we're getting taught shit by like little 5-year-olds. A classroom of students surprised NASA scientists when they discovered that EpiPens can become poisonous in space. Elementary students in Canada, I'll give it to the Canadians. They are pretty smart. Recently schooled NASA scientists when they discovered that life-saving EpiPens can turn poisonous when launched into space. Students from St. Brother Andre's School's program for gifted learners. So this must be like an advanced program in school for, all gifted learners, It could mean anything. It could mean special needs, or it could mean people
gifted. What they're talking
really
about
smart,
is like,
really smart, right?
Yeah,
Like
really smart, high IQ.
Yeah. That's what I was in. I was in advanced classes my whole life. In Ottawa, we're studying the effects of cosmic radiation on epinephrine. So those of you that don't know what epinephrine is the chemical one of the chemicals, your brain releases a few chemicals that make your body feel good.
Yeah, I was in there.
Let me explain this. Serotonin, norepinephrine or epinephrine, and melatonin, and there's another one too. And
dopamine.
There you go, Jenny. And what happens is these pens contain epinephrine, which is one of the chemicals that your brain releases to make you feel happy, or maybe like I don't know, maybe it's more like an adrenaline, epinephrine's more like adrenaline. You know what I mean?
Could have been in advanced classes for high IQ.
So they put
kids, but like
yeah,
I refuse to conform, so
Yeah, I did good. I did good in school, but then I dropped out of the 10th grade and got my GED. Epinephrine, the active ingredient found in EpiPens, an emergency treatment given during severe allergic reactions. NASA selected the students' experiment to be part of the Cubes in Space, its global STEM program geared specifically to school. We're going to look into that. For the program
okay, I'll look it up right now.
No, it's right here. I just have to click on it. Hold on. I'm just reading this.
Okay.
9 to 12-year-old designed experiments, in which epinephrine samples were placed into tiny cubes and sent to the edge of space. So they really told these little kids, we sent these pens to space, and they came back. The little kids
told you it wasn't a pressure chamber.
No, but I'm saying the little kids are probably like, wow, these pens went to space. Like they're like, they're like so amazed by it, but like, they really didn't. They put him in a vacuum chamber. You know what I mean? Whatever. Maybe they might not even have done that. It's a global STEM, For the program, the 9 to 12-year-olds designed an experiment in which epinephrine samples were placed into tiny cubes and sent to the edge of space via ether and high-altitude balloon. Yeah, high-altitude balloon or a rocket. Well, yeah, not a... It's funny how they mention high altitude balloons right in there, because that's all they got. That's the best they got is high altitude balloons. The rockets go up and land in the ocean. Once back on Earth, researchers from John Lynn Holmes mass spectrometry, researchers. There are no experts. At the University of Ottawa, tested the samples and found that only 87% contain pure epinephrine. Well, I'm a researcher. Does that mean I qualify that I could look at these samples? While the other 13% had been transformed into extremely poisonous benzoic acid derivatives, according to... So they basically fucking vacuum chambered the shit out of these things. Let's see what the cubes in space thing is. They vacuum chambered the shit out of the
fucking... do anything to a substance. It would do nothing to a substance.
Anything in a vacuum chamber. Look, here it is.
It doesn't change when it transforms a substance.
Look, the only global STEM program for students 11 to...
If it's in a vacuum chamber, then we can reproduce it, can't we?
Oh my God. Providing 2 suborbital flight opportunities on
13%. Remember the number, right? 13.
They're making the kids think they can go into space. Look, Cubes in Space, a program provides students access to space and design test experiments on NASA missions. Oh my God. Science, technology, the arts of STEAM knowledge and skills are seamlessly combined and applied in the design of these incredibly small experiments. Students use their imaginations and critical thinking skills to design experiments. It's all in your imagination, okay? That's space is in your imagination. Let's see what this is. This is a Cubes in Space promotional video.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So they sent it up in a rocket. So they sent it up in the sky on one of those make-believe fake toy rockets, and the kids think it went to space. Is that what's going on?
It ain't go nowhere.
I'm gonna shut the music off.
It's cool. Cool.
Yeah. So
stay in school.
Look at this lady. Yeah, she looks really smart.
I'm an expert at pissing Ray off.
Here we go. Scientific balloon. Satelloon. Cubes in space, baby. Boom. She's got stacks of them. She's stacking the cubes in space. Look at this one. Whoa. They're doing their homework on it too. Look, they're making cubes. They're drawing diagrams. They got them working. They got these kids working on whatever this is. And if selected, they'll fly it on a rocket. So you believe it.
Look at that peter out.
I want to see the video of the rocket. I want to see the video of the rocket going into space, though. They just sent it up in the sky. What's this?
Yeah, it was starting to slow down already.
I know. It wasn't gonna. That rocket was not gonna make it to outer space. Oh my God. So ridiculous. So we covered that. I think we pretty much covered that. What do you think? Singe?
I think it's an awesome find.
Yeah, that was an awesome find.
4 days old.
Yeah. So, what else did we have? You sent me a few other links too. Give me a second. I'll get them up.
If you're going to maintain the paradigm that everything you see in the sky is an actual solar system, then you're never going to be able to really comprehend my data. What I believe is that our entire sky is simulated. And the sky is going to perpetuate the illusion that the sun is 93 million miles away. I don't believe any of that. This illusion of stars and this canopy that's over us that has us believing that there is freedom up there when it's not. We're in a contained area. The simulacrum is based on quantum principles. We are living within a mathematical construct that is operative every 138 years. I believe we live in a sentient biogram that is far more advanced than we're able to attain right now.
For fuck's sake. No one's breaking out the firmament. It's a spinning vortex and it's permanent. They already tried with Operation Fishbowl, but all I did was cause atmospheric turbulence. I told you, no one's breaking out the firmament. We're not. I'm positive, that's one thing I'm certain of. They already tried it with the Hadron Collider, but it never worked out and now it's disconcerting them. Everyone is trapped, we ain't going anywhere. You should be petrified, you should be very scared. If you wanna see the future, I'm already there. Everyone is trapped, we ain't going anywhere. And when you die, you're coming back, and that's a fact. And when you die again, you're coming back again, cause it's a trap. I must have done a couple 100,000 laps, but now I'm tired, I just need to take a nap. No one's breaking out the glass dome. Send help, I need to find a path home. I'm feeling homesick, that's why my heart's cold. All I see is disembodied entities and dark souls. Non-player characters, please don't talk to me, cause I will punch you in your face very forcefully. I wouldn't do that type of thing normally, but everyone is trapped in these magnetic vortices. I can manifest reality, I tempt fate. I'm overcoming all these algorithmic templates. I've been flying around the world with no restrictions, cause I don't need the jab. Are you mad? I'm exempt, mate. Don't piss me off, you know my strength's great. I just need to be alone, I need some headspace. I'm a very complicated person. I was meditating in assembly in 10th grade. Embrace your multi-dimensionality. Question everything, because anything is possible and everything is energy. You are a multi-dimensional god trapped inside a holographic matrix simulation. As we collapse this construct and break the endless cycle of reincarnation. Wow.
No one's breaking through the glass dome. I'm out at sea, I'm lost, I'm looking for the stars home. I keep on going north and going very far, bro. Discover ancient land underwater, that is raw, bro. This hidden continents, and you can't quite believe it. Practice meditation, astral travel, lucid dreaming. Do that every night and every day by using breathing. If you wanna question me, I'll kill you, bro, your soul is leaving. The bravest fucking heathen, all these people gases screaming. Isometric on the set, leaving people's insides bleeding. I don't have a reason, I just think I'm hearing demons. I know this voice ain't mine, I'll overcome and I'll defeat it. Control, I'll delete it. My bars are more than deepish, magic spells, I feel it. Energy is creeping, up my spine I'm healing. I know I'm a light being, I've been to the 5th dimension. I know what they are concealing. No one's breaking at the firmament, cause all I see is NPCs, I think I'll murder them. All these ancient lands, you ain't ever heard of them. I'm just talking truth and I don't know why it's hurting them. My mission on this plane was a predetermined one. I'm looking for the answers, I need to start relearning them. I do some meditation, now I am observing them. I guess it's syncretism, all these pedos you are serving them. I'll fucking burn the cunts, diverting, I am cursing them. I think we just alerted them, the AI is preserving them. 33.4% will ascend, transferring them. They're getting out this holographic matrix, I'm converting them. I'm reading all the files, I keep the knowledge in my brain. And I have rolled for miles, nothing's getting in my way. I used to love this world, the smile was taken from my face. 20 years from now, we will see this system break.
I have many videos that are explaining the astronomical anomalies that the scientific community doesn't want to talk about, such as parallax, the lack of parallax, the actual documented photo templates that astronomers have studied for the past 100 years showing that no matter what Earth's position is, not one single instance of parallax has ever been documented, and that's impossible. It's absolutely impossible.
All right. Here we go. Boom. Boom.
People still wearing that stuff in Cali. Everywhere. It's like 10% still.
Jeff Bezos' space tourism craft has been grounded for 6 months over escape malfunction. We will get to the bottom of it. All well at Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin, where the company's flagship space tourism capsule has been grounded for 6 months after its escape hatch fired an error. This is what they do. They just... Let's see. We can listen.
Your challenge, if you choose to
keep pushing back. Keep pushing back.
Let's go. Show up on day 1. Work out with us for 30 minutes. Feel good right away.
Yo!
Repeat 5 days a week for 3 weeks. We're a body, and we call that a body block.
All right. Let's see.
Jeff Bezos' space tourism craft has been grounded for 6 months over escape malfunction. Keep calm. All's not well at Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin.
Keep calm.
Space
Oh, yeah, like it's really bothering me.
For 6 months after its escape hatch
I'm gonna lose
fired
sleep
in
over
air.
that.
As Space News reports, the head of the New Shepard rocket program, yes, the same one that blasted William Shatner to the edge of space,
Which
admitted
didn't
last
happen.
week that
Allegedly.
Origin has spent the last 6 months investigating a September 2022 anomaly in which a crew
Well, that just proves that a fat,
about a
unhealthy
minute
person can go into space with zero training.
investigating that anomaly now.
Anybody can be an astronaut, right? Obviously, right?
Well, he was on Star Trek, so of
Said
course
after
they
a
sent
new
him.
Shepard discussion
Well,
at
yeah. I
Next
mean,
Generation
so he had training. Oh, right.
in
Yeah.
Colorado.
That's a good training, actually.
I can't talk about specific timelines or plans for when we will resolve that situation.
'Cause it's
he
never gonna
added,
happen.
Other than to say that we fully intend to be back in business as soon as we are ready. Lil Boo's tie.
That's a no
Back on
answer.
September 12th, the New Shepard crew rocket launch, which had experiments aboard, but thankfully no people, was forced to abort when it experienced a surprise booster error just a minute into a flight that was slated to go up to 60 miles into the sky.
They
As
couldn't make it
Space.com
60
notes,
miles.
the rocket's first stage booster, which was meant to be reusable, was lost in the incident. In both the company's initial announcement
Someone
of the
stole it
anomaly
in the
and in
incident.
Lay's more recent comments, Blue Origin emphasized that the apparent malfunction did iterate that the escape mechanisms worked the way they were supposed to. I can tell you with certainty that the acceleration environment that we experienced was exactly what we predicted, the chief New Shepard architect said. It was exactly as the astronauts were trained for. Everything went according to plan, Lai added, which seemed a bit euphemistic all things considered. Looking forward, Lai said that Blue Origin expects that suborbital tourism will dominate its flights within the coming year,
It's
which
not
again
going
seems
anywhere.
mighty optimistic given that its tourism crew capsule is still grounded.
It's grounded.
More on space malfunctions. Government contractor lost 2 NASA satellites, company admits.
They lost 2 NASA satellites.
You will fail. So
Could those be like 2 of the satellites that came down on balloons that they said
Yeah,
were
maybe.
said were the Chinese satellites, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe. So oh god, what do we got here? So we did we got this one. So
Hey, check it out. Check
What's
it
up?
out. Nancy's got me on assignment.
I know that's pretty nice.
So you can see that there's no one in there, and
Where
it's
is that?
empty,
The
and
wor-
that no one's there, right?
Where is that? Where is that?
Tartaria.
Tartaria? Is it the World's Fair?
Oh, Tartaria.
Oh, you just looked up Tartaria
Nice.
and you found that? All right. Fair enough. All right.
Interesting how they designed Washington D.C. exactly after Tartaria.
So what's this, Singe? No, Southern Freight Train derailed.
Oh yeah, another accident
Yeah, there's been a lot of train accidents
by
right?
the same company in the same
Uh-huh.
state, in the same actually within 4 weeks. Yeah, within a month.
Shelter in place. They residents
There's
were
been
ordered
so
to-
many. Okay, there's been that's the fourth train derailment I've heard about, and there's fires everywhere. I mean, it's normally happened, but it seems to be upscaled. In my
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about these too.
most humble opinion.
All right. Moving right along then. New meteorite crater discovered.
I mean,
discovered hiding in plain sight beneath the French vineyard.
my connection's
Hold on. We'll see what they say.
New meteorite crater discovered hiding in plain sight beneath French vineyard. By David Bresson. Countless meteorites have struck Earth in the past and shaped the history of our planet. It is assumed, for example, that meteorites brought with them a large part of its water. The extinction of the dinosaurs might also have been triggered by the impact of a very large meteorite.
They had to throw the dinosaurs in
Meteorite craters, which are
Yeah,
still
you gotta throw
today, are
everything.
rare
It's
because
very
most traces of the
confusing.
celestial bodies have long since
Too much to
disappeared again
grasp
thanks to
and think
millions of
about.
years of erosion and plate tectonics.
Plate tectonics.
The Earth Impact
Oh
Database
yeah, so
lists
you
just 190 such
you know,
craters
there's things you
worldwide.
don't know about.
In the
I
whole
don't
of
know anything
Western
about
Europe,
that. Leave that
only
to the
3 were
specialists.
previously known: Rochechouart in Aquitaine, France, the Nordlinger Rise between the Swabian Alb and the Franconian Jura, and the Steinheim Basin near Heidenheim in Baden-Württemberg, both in Germany. Geologist and
All I
cosmochemist
see is
Professor
a
Frank
field.
Brenker from Goethe University Frankfurt is convinced a new meteorite crater will now extend the list. While on holiday near the town of
They
Béziers in
cleared
southern
that
France,
area of
the
trees and put
Domaine
a
du
field.
Météore winery caught his attention.
So
One of its vineyards lies in a round depression about 220 meters in diameter and 30 meters deep, and the landowners used the name as a marketing gag for their wine. Although its nature as a real impact crater was proposed by several geologists in the 1950s, it was dismissed by most a few years later, and the strange depression was never examined more closely from a geological perspective.
they dug it so they could
Craters can
build
form
their
in many
wine
ways.
vineyard.
Meteorite craters are indeed very rare. However, I found the various other interpretations of how this depression could have formed unconvincing from
Maybe
a
it's a
geological
building.
perspective,
You gotta look
explains
closer.
Brenker. That is why he and his wife collected rock samples for analysis in the labs at Goethe University Frankfurt, and indeed found the first signs of an impact crater. The microanalysis showed that dark-colored layers in one of the schists, which usually simply comprise a larger percentage of mica, might be shock veins produced by the grinding and fracturing of the rock, which
The
in
word
turn could have been
might.
caused by an impact. He also found
Might.
evidence of breccia, angular rock debris held together by a kind of cement, which can also occur during a meteorite impact.
Can.
The following
Can
year,
and it might,
Brenker took
but
his
not
colleague
is
Andreas
and
Junge,
is.
professor of applied geophysics at Goethe University Frankfurt, and a group of students with him to southern France to examine the crater in detail. They discovered that Earth's magnetic field is slightly weaker in the crater than in the surrounding area. This is typical for impact craters
Earth's
because the
magnetic
impact shatters or even
field.
melts the rock, which can thus contribute less to Earth's magnetic field. With the help of strong magnets attached to a
What
plate,
makes the magnetic field?
researchers also found tiny iron oxide spherules of
Ray.
up to 1 millimeter in diameter. Such spherules had already been found in other impact craters. Later laboratory
What is that?
analysis showed that the ones here also contained nickel-bearing iron and encased a core of minerals typical for the crater
Probably
environment.
the center.
In
right?
addition, the researchers discovered
Correct. Always
numerous shock
tip off.
microdiamonds produced through the high pressure during the meteorite's impact. Such microspheres form either through abrasion of the meteorite in the atmosphere or only upon impact, when a large part of the iron meteorite melts and then reacts
tell you
with the
after.
oxygen in the air. On impact, material shattered at the point of impact might then also be encased. This, together with the lower magnetic field and the other geological and mineralogical finds, allows us to draw hardly any
I'll
other
tell you right
conclusion.
now. Molten
Meteorites
iron
indeed struck here.
cannot be magnetic.
But that's what they're
Okay.
saying. But that's what they're saying.
They,
Meteorites
s-
and
they say the molten center of our Earth makes the magnetic field, right? Molten iron cannot be magnetic. Nothing melted can be magnetic.
Wow.
Yay. I
I
learned
know-
that from one of our teachers, one of
Oh.
the 3 major guys.
The agency.
Yeah, I think it was
We have some great experts at the agency.
Yes, we can't reveal their names. You know them well, though.
They stuffed Fido. You know, we have a taxidermy department.
Yeah, the science guy.
I couldn't give him up. This guy did it.
Not Bill Nye, because Bill Nye.
The world of science cares about you. Eureka! We found it. With the tools of science, we have invented, yes, hand sanitizer. But not just any hand sanitizer. This hand sanitizer was developed and approved by the Dark One himself. Here are a few of the things our product can bring you.
I made up that word. I created that word. De-strengthens. Like it? De-strengthens.
All right.
I created a word. De-strengthens.
This looks like it's gonna be pretty good. Let's check this out.
100 years from now, they'll be using it as a normal word. De-strengthens.
Hold on.
It's a fancy way to say weakens.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Yeah. I know. I like it.
Hey, I'm gonna have to go here in a minute.
Oh.
I'm getting yelled at by the neighbors.
We got 12 people watching. Proof gravity's not what you were told.
Andrew noticed. That's cool.
This is called gravity.
What is gravity?
You have no idea. Okay, next question.
That was amazing.
Here's the difference.
Wow, he dropped it.
We can say what it does to things.
What?
We can measure it, predict with it. But when you start asking, like, what it is, I don't know.
Hello, everybody. You were listening to Feedramon. And so gravity is a myth, a theory, and it's also a religion. You see, the heliocentric brainwashing agenda has convinced most of the world that gravity is actually a real thing. You see, most people forget that it's a theory. You have to actually remind them that. Most science-minded people actually take gravity as a fact. And so hopefully this video will remind everyone that gravity is simply a theory. You see, Isaac Newton allegedly had this apple fall on his head, and this came to some epic understanding that gravity is a thing. To me, gravity
You know
is
why? Because before that, nothing had ever fallen on anybody.
Is heavier than
no one
air.
had ever been
Of course, it's
seen
going to
fall
fall.
before that.
And then if you put helium in a balloon, helium is lighter than air, so it lifts up. And things like a feather and maybe a leaf or whatever, it's not super heavy, so it floats down very slowly. This is not rocket science here, people. The only reason gravity was invented was to describe this heliocentric solar system theory where planets are floating around in outer space and spinning and everything's synchronized at perfect timing so that nothing ever bumps into each other. This is why science has created gravity. Is to explain such a theory. Things dropping and falling does not prove anything. And if you notice, gravity is like the favorite response that you'll get from a heliocentric believer, because anything you say, they'll say gravity this, gravity that as an explanation. They're basically using gravity as a crutch. And I would think that scientists would be the last ones to use gravity as a crutch, because I thought they hold the highest standards when it comes to evidence and proof and confirmation of the things that they say. Science is supposed to be repeated, observable, experimental things that can be verified. I haven't seen one argument yet that convinces me that you need to have gravity on a flat earth. There's nothing where this force has to be holding down everything upside down beneath the earth on a globe, you know, the oceans and people, everything just being perfectly held down where it needs to be so it doesn't fall from the bottom of the globe. Gravity is basically just something that science has came up with because they needed answers and they needed a way to explain things. So that was the missing piece of the puzzle that they said, well, let's just create this piece of the puzzle that we're missing.
Yeah, try not to use the bottom.
Otherwise, our theory will not make any logical sense at all. The solar system, heliocentrism, none of that is possible.
What were you saying, Singeman?
That's just a bad. Well, if you're going to argue with a globie, try not to use the bottom of the globe or Australia stuff, because you know everything is relative to these guys. There's no bottom. It's just that's how we're looking at it. And so that's a bad argument, and they'll just like walk all over you with that argument. It's not even an argument, actually. It's just we're kind of making fun of them at that point. Okay, go.
Possible if you take away gravity. So the Illuminati power structure came up with gravity, and that was the secret puzzle piece needed to complete the brainwashing, where you can explain a solar system and a globe ball where people are upside down. So everybody in Australia and around that southern area of the globe, Argentina and South America, all those people are nearly upside down pretty much, and they're just being held up by magical gravity so that they don't fall. from the ball. See, until Flat Earth started asking all these questions, there was no gravity waves. Gravity was limited to pseudoscience theory of relativity. But then after the Flat Earth movement comes out, all of a sudden you have gravity waves that were discovered, but only they can see them. So before I get out of here, allow me to clarify what I mean when I say gravity is similar to a religion. It's because you are saying that this gravity is doing things that
Yeah, can we
only
have a
something with
machine for everyone
intelligence
so we
can
can
do.
all
You
do
see,
this?
this gravity is smart enough
Gravity
to hold
wave?
down the appropriate things at the appropriate times and applying the perfect pressure to the ocean at the bottom of a globe so that the water doesn't fall, but yet a bird can fly freely in the air. For the gravity to be able to do what you're claiming it does, it would surely have to have intelligence. I mean, if you really think people live upside down from you and sideways from you, that seems more science fiction than anything I've ever heard of. That's like an ant on a ball. I mean, a bug could crawl up the side of a basketball, but to think that humans are crawling up on the sides of a ball sounds pretty absurd to me. And to think that people in China and Australia live upside down from me is absurd to me as well. So when it comes down to it, gravity is a fairy tale. Because no one in this world has ever seen water cling on to a ball. Water always remains flat and level. That's why they call it sea level. Check out my playlist, Proof Science is Religious. For much more information, I'll leave the link in the comment section and the description box. Simply enter your email address at feedyourmind1.com. That way I can send you some cool news briefs throughout the week. It's completely free. Simply like, comment, share, and subscribe, and include your favorite Flat Earth proof, and you're automatically entered into a chance to win a free collectible from my Feed Your Mind pop-up shop. Please chip in $1 to $5 on my Patreon page. I got some cool gifts for you over there, because a truth channel like this is going to require us to be listener supported for me to be able to continue to put out videos. Thanks for your support. Please click your notification bell. This has been another episode of Feed Your Mind. Thank you for tuning in. Signing off.
Yep. So gravity is just a theory. I had a song about it, but I was looking for it. Oh, well. So, I don't know. What are we doing? We have anything else? Or are we done here tonight? What's going on? Anyone hear me?
Yeah,
No?
I can hear you.
Oh,
I
what up?
was just wondering if Singe had anything.
I mean, I got more. I mean, I can play something else, but
Oh, there was something you said you had. I can't remember what it was though. Something you told me to remember.
I played it at the beginning. Well, let's give the chat a shout out. Why don't we do that? All right. Jonathan Kampala, Timothy Southwick, No One's Flower, Scott Level Realm, Forever Love, Random Fan, Andrew, Emilio's Man, 1982 Mustang, I don't know. Says we got like 17 watching. That's pretty good. All right, let me check something. See what I can find. Let's see what I can dig up. See what's been going on. Oh, fuck. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so I found
Yeah.
this length, straight line, triangle, circle, rectangle. Playlist. From did you give Timothy a wrench?
He's in your. I thought he was in your chat. Is he in my chat?
I
Does he
just
know?
see him.
I'll give him. If he's in my chat, I'll give him a wrench. I went into your.
Oh, he's just.
I went into your.
new.
No, I went into your chat and that's where he was, and he didn't have a red. And I have no control
I'm
over
sorry.
that. I'll check.
Timothy, come on over to.
Let's see.
Boston Rays. You're all coming
Yeah,
right there.
but I didn't put my link over there yet. Here, I'll put my. You want me to put my link in your chat? I put the link for your chat in my chat. I'm trying to get you.
Since you're over there,
I'm trying to get you subs.
Sorry,
I'm trying to
there's
get
no one
you.
over there.
Yeah, here. Come over here, Timothy. There you go. You see that link? You'll find more.
Yeah,
people.
so I checked him out to make sure he wasn't like trolling or nothing, but it seems.
No, I know we got a dude. We got a ton of new subs, man.
Yeah, we gotta be careful.
It's unbelievable how many new subs we just got recently.
It looks like I'll check it out. I don't know. I'm too tired right now, but it's legit. That's all that matters. It is model affliction. He's calling it model affliction instead of gloomies. He's calling them the model
good.
afflicted.
Like
that? He's calling them the model afflicted.
This looks good, dude.
That's pretty good.
But it might not be.
The model afflicted. Did you get over here, Timothy?
In 2007 explained it.
Oh, it's
quoting Einstein from.
Is it just Winston talking?
And also, and this is, I think, a big part of it.
I thought it was something else.
I thought it was the same team. It's okay.
I know. No, I don't mind Winston. I'm just saying I want to watch. I want to find something to watch. I thought it was like a video, you know, like a. Good. What else we got here?
Yeah, he's a new one on Odyssey. I saw.
Yeah,
hey, Ray, you did a good job on that that song you did.
Oh yeah, this is what I want to watch. Here we go.
Me?
Yeah,
Jenny?
thank you, Jenny. I tried my best.
Oh, him? Yeah, good job, Boston.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I had very little time and very little technology. So this is the newest mass accountability video. He's in Florida.
The bus stop here, public bus stop. Right on the road here. What's up, CMGA? What's up, Bob? What's up? Atacon. Octacon. What's up, Tony, Josh? Dropwatch. Thomas, Antoine. What's going on, everyone? Aiden writes, what's up? Boko, John. Guys, make sure to hit that like button when you come in. I don't see any markings on the ground here.
Well, I know exactly where that's at.
Yeah, the red tide is bad on the West Coast. I am no longer in Georgia. I mean, no longer in Florida. I am in Georgia now.
Yeah, that's right by Savannah.
I mean,
I was in
Georgia. All right, so let's go read this sign right here.
Yeah, that's Savannah.
We were in Miami for 2 days. I went up and met with Raggle Monkey. We went up one night. I didn't have time to go out with him again. We went swimming in Jupiter, Florida. Dion, I'm gone. I'm not in Florida anymore. I'm going back to Massachusetts. So Blue Star Memorial Highway, a tribute to the armed forces that have defended the United States of America. Savannah Area Council of Garden Clubs Incorporated. Oleander District of the Garden Club of Georgia Incorporated. In cooperation with the Department.
Where is that?
Savannah. Savannah, Georgia.
Ah, I think I was there.
You know where this is, Jenny?
I think I was there recently.
I used to live right by there.
Ah, I did go there. I have a picture of that.
Guys, make sure you hit the like button.
Isn't that
when you come
crazy
in
when
here.
mass accountability shows up somewhere where you know?
Got
I was just there.
Listen, he does this to me all the time. Mass accountability. I was just at the same place, and then he films right where I was. He's doing it to you now, Jenny. You were there.
Yeah, it's really weird for me.
Wow, well, I was
like 6 months ago.
living
for me.
there back in
I don't-
2003.
But you were still there, though.
Yeah.
I drove through about 6 months ago.
U.S. Army.
Hunter Army Airfield.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. What's up, Brandon? So this whole area looks like it's open to the public, right? I don't see any lines or anything saying we can't be right here. I can probably go up a little further. Well, I know I can. I just, I'm heading home, so I'm not trying to push it too far. I also have open charges up north. And guys, if you'd like to help with some gas money, some food, whatever you might want to do, if you want to help that way, monetary donations are being accepted. PayPal, Cash App. All right, cool, CMGA. Appreciate it. Oh, he's yelling at me.
Here we go. We got a live one.
Yeah, PayPal or Cash App is best.
Yeah, he's on the road right now. If anyone wants to support him, I
guy's
don't have
yelling at me.
I don't have his PayPal or Cash App, but you can find it on Mass Accountability somewhere.
He said I have to go back on the sidewalk. So I guess we can't come up and read this sign here. Super chats, if you do super chats, I don't get them until the next month. And they take up to 40% here on the super chats. Thanks, Aiden.
Super chats suck.
Appreciate you being here, brother. I don't see you often.
Did you hear that shit, guys? Did you guys hear what he just said? He said that super chats take a month to get and they take 40%.
Oh, yeah.
We don't even want super chats then. Just send it to fucking PayPal and Cash App and Venmo.
Yeah.
We don't even need to be monetized.
Why do we need to be making money for
Why do we need to
the
be
machine?
monetized so that they can take half of it?
Yeah, I would say so too, Patrick.
Fuck the overhead.
Fuck it, we can play whatever we want.
That's why I'm not going to go much further than right here. What's up, B? He's not coming to me because he knows I'm way too far past his jurisdiction. See that red line on the ground there? That's their line. That's their line. I'm gonna come over on this side to the other sidewalk. $57 to $90. Has he been in a video before, guys? Right. So this is a public sidewalk as well. He said I got to go back to the sidewalk, so I'm on the sidewalk.
Yeah, that was Rice Krispie telling him what to do.
That sounds like something I would do. He said, "Go back to the sidewalk," so that's what I did.
Well, no, right?
Malicious compliance.
All the civil rights auditors help each other out. And Rice
Okay, I'm gonna go back up
Krispie was helping
this way. I'm gonna show you. There's no sign saying you can't walk down here. Let's just make sure we have this all documented.
I love malicious compliance.
I would have done this last night, guys, but
he would have done it at night.
I didn't realize my hotel was literally 200 yards from this place. This morning, fighter jets flew over the hotel. And I'm like, there's got to be a base close by. And so I look on Google Maps, and it's literally right behind the hotel. So here we are. So we got right from here, open sidewalk, nothing saying you can't walk down it. Not one sign saying public can't come down here. All these people are turning left. It's a double lane turn left. Oh, Bob, thanks, man. I appreciate you, brother. Bob's coming through with a donation. I appreciate it, man. You got me, I got you, man. Yeah, this guy's itching. It's all good, Aiden. What's up, Cape Cod? What's that? From here I can. I'm in public right now. This is the sidewalk. There's no sign saying no trespassing. Where? No, it doesn't. I just filmed the whole entire front gate. It doesn't say one thing about no trespassing. At the fences, it says no trespassing. You know that, man. You know this is a public sidewalk. Are you trying to detain me? All right, then I don't have to hang over here if I don't want. Oh, God, he's a good old boy.
Of course.
Good, sir. How are you? Lieutenant Plaster, how are you doing today? Excuse me?
You tell me what you're up to. I realize you're filming the thing, but why?
Yeah, I'm just in the area.
Just an area?
Yeah.
Okay, you know you're on federal property, correct? Behind you, the containment, that's federal property card. You show
Where's
the
the-
identification when you come on federal property.
Where's the line?
Out there, sir, where the sign, see the signs, the post right there?
No.
That's federal installations. The gate, the arches right there.
Oh,
See the big brick walls?
that just tells you that this is the
Federal
installation.
installation. No, sir.
Once you
Federal
pass the
installation
gate,
goes right there, sir.
once you pass the gate
No,
is
sir. We
yeah.
go all the way out to that installation.
No.
Red light right there, sir. I need to see some ID, please.
No, state law. I mean, federal law. It has to.
Federal law says
You have to have an indication on the ground stating the law, the line. Yes, you do.
need some ID, please.
Are you trying to detain me right now?
I am detaining you right now.
For
sir.
what?
You're on federal property. I need some
I'm
ID.
not on federal property, sir.
You won't
This
be
is
apprehended, sir?
this is a public sidewalk.
be
You're live streamed right now, sir.
You won't be apprehended. Central 201. Go to Southern Sedan over,
Oh no.
Sir, if there's a sign, can you show me? I will step off the property.
I'm not gonna walk you off the property, sir. You're already on the property.
I'm off the
You're not leaving
property.
the property right now, sir. You're on the property now. You're here.
Can I get a badge number, please?
I don't have a badge number. I'm a lieutenant. I don't have a badge number, sir.
Sir, I'm just from out of town and I'm filming the area.
Well, that's fine. I have no problem.
If you want to show me
You cannot be filming a federal installation. That's all there is.
from
to it.
I believe I'm on a public sidewalk.
No, sir. You're not on a public sidewalk. It's a federal installation.
No, it stops right there and it goes back around. Sir, over.
You see the signs out here?
Yeah, at the fence line.
Out here.
At the fence line. No, this isn't. So, sir, that's that sign.
So hard to understand about that.
Sir, because there's no sign saying I can't be here. Sir, that sign right there, that sign back here, sir.
Sir, you got ET on FTV. Roger, tango.
Sir, I'll walk off property.
Negative, sir. You're not gonna leave right now. You're not gonna leave right now. I mean, I'm not gonna give you a hard time. You're not gonna give me a hard time. We'll accomplish this thing, okay?
All right.
What we're gonna do? You're on federal installation. I'm gonna have a local municipality show up here too. Roger, I'm standing by with the subject. Savannah, come over here.
They don't mess around down south, man.
He's on the walkway between White Bluff Road and the front gate here. We're pushing the federal installation property. We go 300 yards past the gate to the main road.
We'll get that cop's gun, dude.
Me too, because I honestly don't want to be on your property.
I don't want to charge you either, man.
Yeah, I believe I'm on public sidewalk.
Your mistake, but you don't understand that because of the fact there's no signpost up there. But when you see the barrett, anyway.
Exactly.
It's kind of silly.
Exactly.
You know, it is what it is.
And I'm not here for any ill will.
Well, I'm not saying you are, but I unfortunately have to do my job. I know you're going to test the boundaries. I got to understand why.
I'm not trying to test the
You
bounds.
know what I mean. You want
Yeah.
to walk, I got it.
Exactly. I just want to film from public. That's it.
The simple way to do it, so if you show me your ID, I'll let you go on your way.
I don't have an ID on me. No.
Where you coming from?
I'm from up north. Like the New England area.
New England?
Yeah.
I used to live up in Baltimore area.
Okay. How you doing, sir?
Hey, man. He says he don't have any ID. I'm waiting for Savannah to get here and then have to check him up with him. He doesn't understand the federal property line starts right there because he didn't see a signpost. It says home of the brave.
Well, because usually you have to have a marcation on the ground when there's a federal installation. Yeah, that's federal law. Every installation I've been to, there's always been a marking on the ground that states.
It depends on what the installation does, sir.
No, it's all military installations.
It depends on what the installation does. Stand by with him for a second. Can you give us your name at least?
If I give you my name, can I walk off?
Not right now, no.
Well, then,
Cooperate with me, I'll
well, that's what I'm saying. If I give you something, can I leave? I'll give you my first and last name.
all I need is first last name. We'll check, make sure you're going to want anything. If you're good to go, I'm going to let you walk up right now. But see, the problem is the filming part, okay? You know, I'm a main installation. So
You know, Google Maps shows everything on here. That's how I found out this was here. So they show more than I could ever show.
I understand that.
All right.
Okay, what's your first and last name?
Well, you said you're not going to let me go though, right?
Once I get your name, I'm going to check you out. Come back. I'm going to let you leave. Right now, you're not breaking my law except the fact you're on the federal part of the installation, but you don't seem to understand because there's no signs.
Well, exactly. So
You work with me, I'll work with you. That's what I'm trying to do.
so
okay?
it's a misunderstanding.
Basically, so you work with me, I'll work with
So
you. My rules say I have to have a name.
you have to have a name for what though?
So I know who you are.
You said I'm not breaking any laws though.
But you're on the federal installation right now, so I'm trying to explain to you.
But I haven't crossed any lines that say I'm on a. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's the problem.
Because I have a
In a
Fourth
minute-
Amendment right.
In a minute, the local police are going to show up, okay?
Yeah.
And they're probably going to do a different line. They're gonna do a different line, okay? I'm just trying to do it.
That's fine. Oh man. You know I'm not here for any trouble, right? I'm not trying to do anything bad or anything. I'm just in the area filming.
Not 100% because I'm out of Fort Stewart.
On the property, but I'm on a public sidewalk right now. I literally went from that corner where the public sidewalk is to here with no signs. So
it's like a bit of a gray area, but like to be fair, you're filming on too.
No, I'm not filming on the property though. That's where the federal law comes in. Once I'm on there, I can't film anything behind the gate. But like if I'm back there at the sidewalk, I could still film. You know what I'm saying? If it
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, the way I interpret it, like if I were to look at it,
Yeah.
onto it,
Yeah.
maybe that's really gray area.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd look more into that myself.
Yeah. No, I've done this all over the place, and as long as you don't cross any lines or signs that say no trespassing, it's usually a public area. Like there's a sign right there that says it's something's dedicated.
Yeah.
So people can walk up to that and read it, right? So like there's no signs beyond that say I can't be right here. And how this crosswalk stops before the gate and brings you back over that way. That's why I
Areas. I mean, it's the same thing with Fort Stewart. There's like a bit of an area that we have jurisdiction in, I guess.
Yeah.
Like up to, I'm guessing it's that light. Right
and the guy was yelling out to me, so I came closer to hear him.
Oh, okay.
So like I almost feel like I was like reeled in to come this far, you know. I only went to that sign and read, and he started yelling out to me, so I came over to the sidewalk to walk down here. But
I mean, he also like ways to walk in. His legs aren't really the greatest.
Oh no, it was the gentleman at the gate right there.
Oh
yeah. He started yelling out to me, so I walked up, and that's how that happened.
Yeah, they're also told that you're not really supposed to be filming onto it, so they're just,
Yeah.
they treat everybody the same.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't want all this trouble.
All right, what we're going to do is this, okay? I'm going to work with you. You agree to me to drop, then we'll let you walk on out here, okay?
All right. Sounds good. Can I just get their name and badge number real quick? Can I get your name and badge number?
Sure, it's Emerson.
64335.
Corporal Debia 63607.
Debia 63607. Thank you, sir.
Thank
you, guys. You have a great day. Thank you. Oh, were your body cams running? Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, wait, one more question. Where is an actual line? Is it the big stone wall there? All right. Woo! Holy shit. Oh man, 98 likes. That's it, guys. What the fuck? Oh, they still don't get it, guys. They still don't get it. There's nothing on the ground. He knew he was wrong at the end of it all. He knew he was wrong at the end of it all. All right, guys, hit that like button. Again, if you want to donate while I'm down here, traveling back, I've been down here for a week. I got some footage that I'll be releasing next week from the U.S. Coast Guard in St. Pete, in interaction with Miami City Police, where the guy lost it and he started posting up police tape around a whole block just to get someone, get someone's car towed. And I'm gonna post a Lee County interaction. I got at least 2 to 3 videos. Chain Weaver, what's up? Thank you for the donation as well, man. Appreciate you. There's no signs, guys. There's not one sign over here. There's not one sign. Where does it say? So if you turn down here by accident and you loop around, you're trespassing. Savannah, Georgia, guys. Savannah, Georgia. All right, guys, I don't want to keep this going for too long. I appreciate you all for joining. Yeah, they should have some sort of line. I don't know if it's blue, red, yellow. I can't remember the other ones I've seen, but they should have some sort of line at the crosswalk, be a little beyond the crosswalk so people can access the crosswalk. But again, that sign right there is for public to read. That's why I said there must be I think they call it a demarcation line for all military bases. There has to be one on the ground. It's a federal law. I don't know the code, but there is a U.S. code that you have to have a demarcation line on the ground. Guys, go back and watch if you missed it. I was running my body cam too for clear video. And I'll be posting this video as well next week, this upcoming week, because it's what, Monday now. Again, if you'd like to help with any gas money, food, possible hotel, anything, please donate PayPal or Cash App. I appreciate you all. Thank you, Bob. You donated during the stream. I can get the notifications for any donations that come through while I'm filming, so I am able to shout you out as long as it is still live. So I appreciate you all. Thanks for joining. We're going to wait till these guys get out of here and pull away. He's going to bang a Yui. They're going to take off straight ahead. Maybe I'll head over to the Savannah Police Department and go see how they do. Police, I think they did a good job. They probably told him there's nothing we can do. I told you he was a good old boy. Guys, anything helps. Appreciate you all. Have a great day. Might be going live again at some point today, tonight, and tomorrow. Much love, respect, and appreciation. Beautiful, beautiful out right now. 70 something degrees.
Maniac, but you don't know.
Ray.
There was a time
Ray.
when I had hoped to have you by my side.
Ray.
When you want me. A man after my own heart. You have a heart.
Ray.
A cold one.
Uh-oh.
There was a time when I had hoped
Ray.
you by my side.
What was it? What was it playing? I had to run to the bathroom.
Well, I finished the video out and it just started playing like one thing after another, like short videos. Like, it was kind of funny though. But it's funny too that
What was it playing? A
not
workout
only
video?
had I lived in Savannah before, but I was just in Savannah back in December.
Hold on one second, okay? You